And a huge thanks and shout out to Community Mitsubishi of Bloomington, Indiana for allowing me to come out and film this 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. When thinking about the very crowded three-row crossover market, I am sure that Mitsubishi is not a brand that comes up in everyday discussion. But with the all-new Outlander, I would say with its 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, this well-equipped, well-priced mid-size crossover is a real bargain to behold. Now, in its 4th generation, the new Outlander is all new from the previous model and is overall larger. Sitting on the CMF-CD platform, the new Outlander is heavily related to the Nissan Rogue. Included is a 9-inch touchscreen display with wireless Apple CarPlay and wired Google Android Auto. Safety systems include 360-degree camera, forward collision mitigation, lane departure warning, blind spot monitors, adaptive cruise control, and active lane departure prevention. In today's review, we will be looking at the very nicely equipped Mercury Gray Metallic SE Launch Edition with a black leather and Alcantara interior, complete with a dual-pane panorama sunroof. Full pricing is shown on the screen, and a full options list is listed in the description box below. The all-new Outlander is a bold departure from the traditional Mitsubishi vehicles, being based heavily on the Nissan Rogue and its platform, which is a first for Mitsubishi. In addition to interior technologies and safety systems, Mitsubishi has also adapted ProPilot Assist and has renamed it the MyPilot Assist, which features automatic steering assist and pseudo-autonomous driving. While all-wheel drive is available, our test car is front-wheel drive with power coming from a Nissan Source 2.5-liter dual overhead cam 16-valve inline 4-cylinder engine. This engine is from the PR25DD engine family, with 152 cubic inches of displacement, and is of aluminum block and head construction with gasoline direct injection, and features a 12-to-1 compression ratio. This engine, in natural aspirated form, creates 181 horsepower at 6,000 RPM, 181 pound-feet of torque at 3,600 RPM. Car and Driver magazine tested their Outlander from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 8.2 seconds, 0 to 100 miles per hour in 23.9 seconds, quarter mile in 16.3 seconds at 86 miles per hour, with its top speed limited to around 120 miles per hour. All Outlanders are equipped with 14.5 US gallon fuel tanks and consume 3.7 gallons per 100 miles driven, with an estimated total driving range of 390 miles. EPA fuel economy figures are 24 miles per gallon city, 31 miles per gallon highway, and 27 miles per gallon combined. The sole available transmission on this vehicle, sadly, is its only downfall, and that's a Jatco CVT-8 electronically controlled Invex 3 CVT transmission with 8 simulated gear ratios shifted manually via the steering wheel paddles, and is paired with the drive mode control dial with various driver selectable drive modes. Around the rear of the Outlander, despite having 3 rows of seats, the vehicle is designed to somewhat disguise that fact, which is ever so obvious from the perspective of the third-row passengers. Suspension is the rear multi-link with stabilizer bars. Rear end styling is overall typical crossover looking, with no radical departure from other makes. The C-pillar upsweeps flow into the rear hatch pretty nicely, and the execution of that line works nicely with the rear of the vehicle, as it hides the hatch line. The gloss black trim piece blends seamlessly into the glass. The taillights on this vehicle are LED, however the reverse lights turn indicators are incandescent. I wish Mitsubishi would have mounted the rear wiper under the overhanging rear spoiler to make for a more clean appearance. Despite their look, the twin openings at the bottom are not exhaust outlets, rather just dummy panels. Along the profile of the Outlander, the vehicle looks like it is related to the Rogue, The Outlander sits on a 106.5-inch wheelbase with an overall length of 185.4 inches. Steering is electrically assisted vehicle speed sensitive variable rate rack and pinion with 2.6 turns lock to lock and a 36.1 foot turning radius. Wheels on this vehicle are 20 by 8 inch polished aluminum multi-spoke alloys with gloss black painted accents, which look really good on this vehicle, especially in this color. Tires are 255/45 R20 Nexen Rodian GTX all seasons. Brakes are 4-wheel disc brakes with 13.8-inch vented rotors up front and 13-inch solid rotors in the rear. These brakes are assisted by 4-channel ABS with electronic brake force distribution, electronic brake assist, and the brakes can halt the Outlander from 70 miles per hour to 0 in 171 feet. Around the front, styling is controversial at best, bordering on love it or hate it. Regardless, it's odd, but represents a new face of Mitsubishi vehicles. Suspension up front is independent McPherson struts with stabilizer bars, and as stated before, the front end styling is quite odd, and according to Mitsubishi, the Outlander was designed to be seen, and seen it is. The dynamic front shield and distinctive horizontal line create a powerful impression, while substantial proportions and solid stance reflect a straightforward attitude. Lighting up front is fully automatic with LED daytime running lights in the uppermost narrow lenses, with LED narrow low beam headlamps. In the middle sections, turn indicators are incandescent with the low mounted fog lights being LED. I often wonder why vehicles across the board just don't incorporate the use of LEDs all around for lighting. They're far cheaper than they used to be, offer better lighting, run cooler, and are much more energy efficient than the incandescent counterparts. Alright, before we get inside the new Outlander, let's take a look at this key fob real quick. More of a traditional Nissan key than a Mitsubishi key. It does have the Mitsubishi Tri-Diamond logo. You've also got lock, unlock, hatch release, and your panic alarm. And this is a smart key access system, and you can lock and unlock the vehicle doors by keeping the key fob in your purse or pocket. To lock, simply locate the black button on the door handle. One beep and the lights will flash indicating the vehicle is locked. To unlock, simply press the button again. 2 beeps indicate unlock. Alright, and take a look inside the new Outlander. It's actually a very, very nice place to be. Very well designed. Taking a look at the door panels here, as you can see, nice soft touch vinyl, accent stitching. We got some faux carbon fiber trim here. Panels here for your lock and unlock mirror controls, power window switches, window lockouts, piano black trim with a satin silver finish on the door handles and this little stripe here. A little molded bottle holder and mat pocket, speaker grill. And over here on the driver's side fascia, you have a ton of blank buttons, but you have your instrument panel dim and your hatch release. And you also have a leather wrap tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Down here in the driver's footwell, you have your hood release over here, and of course just 2 pedals. 8-way power driver's seat, adjustable lumbar support. The passenger seat is manual adjust. Take a look at the interior of the seats. Very, very nice, supportive, comfortable seats. Very sporty looking actually. Real nice leather with accent stitching. You've got some faux suede inserts here. Alright, now we're panning through the interior. We're going to show more details. There's a lot to show in this section. Nice, thick, leather wrapped steering wheel. 4-spoke design. Perforated accents on the sides here. Satin silver trim down here. Kind of mimics the front design of the vehicle. Over here we do have our controls for audio controls here. We got menu controls, our volume, OK, seek and scan, all that kind of stuff. And then over here we have our cruise controls, adaptive cruise controls, and phone link and voice controls over here. And then of course you have your upshift and downshift paddles. Over here on the left hand side of the stalk is your light controls and your wiper washer controls on the right hand side. Now this vehicle does feature this really, really nice LCD, full LCD cluster. It does have a really nice gauge appearance here. Almost dimensional looking. It does look really good. And then it's very Nissan in its look because this is based off a Nissan Rogue. So as you can see, we do have a Nissan menu here. So we can change our meter view here. Really cool rolling tape design here. I prefer this actually. And then you've of course got your standard Nissan menu controls here. And of course various settings and things like that. Alright, looking over the top of the dash, you see here in the A-pillar here, you have your Bose tweeter speaker here. Nice soft touch padded dash material. Goes across the entire dash cap. And front and center, we have a floating display screen here. Looks really nice, bright and crisp graphics. Of course it is Nissan based, so you'll know the system is actually pretty good. And of course it does have Apple CarPlay, wireless, or Android Auto. So you got your navigation here, and actually utilization through your phone or your finger is actually really good. And then you have various different menus here. Sirius XM satellite radio, weather, customized home menu, all different kinds of things. And then of course you have your camera view. This has a 360-degree top-down view. You've also got active guidance lines on your front and rear facing cameras. Alright, moving down, push to start here. You got some air vents here, 4-way flashers, and down below, dual zone climate control with single speed fan and panel distribution controls. You've also got heated front seats, USB Type-C, USB Type-A, wireless charging pad, and a little cigarette style 12-volt power point. Alright, moving down the center stack, it's a nice angled, almost at a 45-degree angle here. Piano black trim. Really interesting gear lever. Of course it is based out of the Nissan Rogue, but very intuitive in its operation. You've also got a drive mode select here with hill descent control, electronic parking brake, and auto brake holding. Nice large dual front cup holders, padded storage in the center armrest, opens up to revealed flock storage inside. Overall, the interior of the new Outlander is actually a really nice place to be. Very comfortable, very quiet. Feels much better than the previous Outlanders, of course. Alright, and taking a look overhead, we do have an automatic dimming rearview mirror, passenger airbag indicator switch up here, sunglasses holders, front reading lights, overall lighting, dome override here, SOS, sunroof and sunroof glass control. You've got your sunroof shade control here. And taking a look overhead, nice large sun visors. Vanity mirrors include overhead lighting. You also have a little storage clip there. And of course the visors swing out and they slide on extensions. And overhead you have overhead assist handles. Alright, this vehicle does have 3 rows of seats. Let's take a look at the third row first. Gaining access to the third row is actually very easy by locating this lever at the top of the seat. And the entire seat back folds forward and slides up on rails. And as you can see back here, we do have a nice third row seat that's not available in the Rogue, I don't believe, but it is available in the Outlander. It's just a 2-passenger 50-50 split folding seat and not a lot of legroom back here. It's actually really only intended for small children or anything like that. No adults can really fit back here. No real accommodations back here either. Alright, now let's take a look at the second row seats. Nice padded door panels back here, even in the back seats, which is a really nice touch, especially for most vehicles would actually pay less attention to this. These will be all hard plastic, but it's the same as the front seat. Piano black trim, the same satin silver door pulls, nice satin silver window switch, faux carbon fiber, and molded storage. And back here we have a 60-40 split folding and reclining seat with adjustable seats fore and aft as well. So fully adjustable seats back here, which is really nice. That same leather and suede continues back here. You've also got high adjustable head restraints, side impact airbags, and of course overhead you have overhead illumination, grab handles, and coat hooks. By pulling this tab here, you've also got a fold down cup holder. It also doubles as an armrest. And looking back here, of course, you have seat back mat pockets. You've also got these little auxiliary pouches up here as well. A very nice little touch here. And rear seat passengers also have their own positional air vents. You can also turn the air vents on and off, and a small storage area. And down here, it's hard to see, but you do have USB Type A and Type C charge ports as well. Alright, there are a couple ways you can open the rear liftgate. First of all, you can press and hold this button here on the lower driver's side instrument panel. And underneath the Mitsubishi logo, there's a rubber switch or membrane switch back here. You can actually press that button there and it'll electronically lift it. You can also press and hold the key fob button, or my favorite way is by walking up to the vehicle with the key fob on your person, kicking your foot underneath the bumper, and the liftgate will automatically open. Alright, and taking a look at the luggage area back here with the third row seats in the upright position, as you can see, you still have some luggage space, but not a whole lot. Especially for a vehicle this size, to even have third row seats is a really nice touch. And to have some luggage space actually does help a little bit. And back here you do have a 12-volt power point. You got some grocery bag hooks. You can actually fold the third row seats with these levers here. Illumination. You've also got deep well storage back here. Another tie down hook. And underneath here, this section here is for stowing your third row headrest for when you want to fold the seats. And folding these seats is actually very easy. First thing you have to do is remove these monster head restraints. Alright, as you can see, our head restraints are stowed in their little compartment. And to fold the third row seats is now very easy. Just locating this little lever here, or tab, and pushing the seat back forward. Alright, and there we go, third row seats folded. Of course, your storage room increases really nicely. You also see that there's handy ways to stow the seat belts to keep them out of the way. Alright, now let's fold those second row seats, and that's actually very easy too. My mistake, these are actually to fold the second row seats just by pulling these. Drops the seats. And now, as you can see, we have tons of storage room now. Alright, and if you want to close the lift gate, that's easy. Just pressing this button in the trim panel. Alrighty, and this does conclude our in-depth walk-around look at the brand new 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please comment down below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/neighborhoodcarreviews and our Instagram channel at BrensoJ1. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.